Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do the walkthrough and gameplay for the season 125 of the Tournament of Power. I will show you how to target and position for all 12 fights on the yellow line. There is timestamp in the video bar, you can jump to any at any point. Before we start, I must put a disclaimer. We're gonna get part 3 during Wednesday with the new character dropping, but I do not expect them to be added to boost. They've never done that in mid-season. But just in case, please do not play your second attempt until Wednesday roll around, so you are a little bit safer. I don't expect them to be added, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, let's get into the team building. I already went over everything during the guide video, so this one will be just a summary very quickly. And to make it easier, I made a team chart here for each character selection. The first character need to be Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God Charlotte. He need to be God Key, and you're gonna add him in your team. Everyone should have him. Second character need to be free to play Giblet. Make sure he's 13 or 14 stars. This is very important because yellows are gonna take a lot of damage this season, so as much star as possible is a must. Then we're gonna go with the third character that must be a green. You can use Charlotte if you have Charlotte. If you do not have Charlotte, you're gonna use a tier 3 green. You have Zenkai Vegeta, who is the best green to use from tier 3. If you do not have Zenkai Vegeta, you can go with a free to play green Vegeta and make sure to 14 star him. He is from the Huza event and you can find him pretty easily. He's a God Key Vegeta clan character. We move on to the fourth character. You're gonna use Gohan and Trunks. If you do not have Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna use a tier 3 blue unit. Same here, you have a couple of options. Now in the filters, only one will show up, which is the free to play Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. But there is two of them that are transforming and you can use. So if we can go here, Super Saiyan or Vegeta Clan God Key, only one of them will show up. And this guy is very, very good if you want to use him. But you also have the Zenkai transforming God Vegeta, who is also a good key character when he transforms and he will get the full boost. And this guy, if he's Zenkai, I would really advise you to use him. And you have this guy, if he's above 9 star, he will be a great pickup too. We move on to the next color and it's gonna be yellow. Same here, use Vegeta Clan God Key if you do not have Pan. And in this case, you're gonna have a couple of options. You're gonna have the Evo Vegeta and God Vegeta Zenkai, you can use them. Do not use the tag Vegeta and Trunks, they change color and we don't want to use tag unit in this format. You can also use this guy if they are above 7 star. If you do not have the two Zenkais or the fusing Gogeta Blue, you can go with game original characters. And in here you're gonna have like the Golden Cyberman, he's a yellow and you can 14 star him pretty easily. For blues, the second blue, same as the fourth character, you can use the two transforming Vegetas or you can use the free to play Vegeta, that's what I'm gonna be using. But if you do not have a second blue unit, because you have only free to play Vegeta for example, you can go with the blue Cyberman and you can 14 star him from Vegeta event, or you can go with the Saha and he needs to be 9 star if you want to use him, otherwise go with the Cyberman. We move on to the seventh character and it's going to be a red. In that case, you have the Xenoverse Vegeta and God Vegeta as the only Vegeta clan God Key. Xenoverse Vegeta above 7 star, he will be fine. The Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, not God Vegeta. The EX above 9 star, he will be great. Like me here, I'm gonna be using him and he is a 14 star. If he's not above 9 star, you can go with the red unit that is game original. You have the two giblets here. If you have them above 9 star, they can do a job. If you do not have them above 9 star, this Cyberman, the one looking down, get him to 14 star and he will be alright. And the last pick is gonna be purple. Vegeta Clan God Key has three of them, I believe, which is the Evo Vegeta from last anniversary. If he's above 7 star, you can use him. But the two Zenkais are better as a purple here. And we're gonna go with purple Vegeta Clan God Key. We have these two guys, amazing picks. Both of them if they're Zenkai. Do not use the tag unit here again. And you also have Evo Vegeta if he's above 7 star. If you do not have any, you can go with the Cyberman that is game original and make sure to 14 star him. That's basically it for the team choices. And we're gonna have Charlotte, two yellows, one purple, one green, one red, and two blues. Unless you have the tag Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna have the tag Gohan and Trunks instead of one of the blues, and you're gonna have only one blue in your squad. One last warning, do not use any tag switch character. Like I said, do not use the likes of Bardock and Goku. Do not use Goku and Vegeta, or Vegeta and Trunks that change color. The only tag switch character you can use is the Gohan and Trunks, the new one, because of the boost. For my friendship, pretty much everyone is high friendship. I cannot friendship the Charlotte, but friendship is not going to be that important. Although if you can get some friendship before starting, I would advise it. Especially, I would say for your yellow units, they would take a lot of damage. Also for your red unit, if you can friendship them if they are low star, because it's an EX. Then for my art boost, only Charlotte is art boosted. I art boosted him like 2 weeks ago or so when he got his upgrade. And for the equipment, you can use the classic gold equip on everyone, clash equip, and the C equip. But if you want to min max the damage, so increase your damage, I would advise to give Charlotte a strike equip. I would advise to give your green a damage equip, one of your blues a damage equip. If you have only one blue plus Gohan and Trunks, give Gohan and Trunks the damage equip, and the other blue will get the car equip. And also your purple can get a damage equip. Your yellows keep the car equip on them. Same here for your red because they could take a lot of damage in this TOP run. That's all for the team building. Now let's get to fight number 1. The first one is on the left hand side with the Android Saga character. And before we get into the specifics for positioning, I will say it one last time. Please make sure your Charlotte is God key, so have either the Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God transformation on him, so he gets the full 15% boost, and I have Super Saiyan Blue for my part. Also, do not have any tag switch character that changes color outside the Gohan and Trunks. The Gohan and Trunks, the Alar, of course you can have them, that's fine, but any other, please do not. For example, Goku and Bardock, the Goku Vegeta that go from purple to reverse purple, do not have them because we cannot put them in the top row. Now for the positioning in this fight, we're gonna have double yellow, Giblet plus your second yellow, can be Pan if you took Pan, or any tier 3. In the middle, we're gonna have Charlotte plus double blue. Unless you have the Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna have only one blue plus Gohan and Trunks and the Charlotte. And in the bottom, you're gonna have the green that you took, for example, Charlotte if you did, or any tier 3. For targeting, we're gonna take out the tag Android first because they are red. Second is the green, then a yellow. Then we're gonna go with the succession unit, they will revive. This first fight is gonna be the most difficult this TOP run to full KO, just because we don't have any gauges built up or super. So do not worry if you don't full KO, I'm not expecting it, and you don't lose too much point because it's literally the first fight and the bonus is low. And even if you don't, it's fine. You can full KO if you have some art boost, but that's not a big problem. Now let's move on to the next fight. Similar idea with yellows in the top row, the positioning won't change too much. You're gonna have your double yellow. Now if one of your yellows, especially the Pan, dropped below 70% HP, please put that character in the bottom row so that character can heal, and you can leave a singular yellow in the top. I assume Giblet is 14 stars, so he won't suffer too much. In the middle, we're gonna have double blue plus Charlotte. Unless you have the tag Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna remove one of the blue for Gohan and Trunks. In the bottom, you're gonna have a purple if you do not have Charlotte. If you have Charlotte, you're gonna use Charlotte because he has so much boost, and you're gonna go with him in the bottom row. But if you do not have him, I would recommend a purple for this fight. But it's a super easy one, even if you go with a green, it shouldn't be too much trouble. For the targeting, we're gonna go with the red Frieza that transform. Second, we're gonna go with the green, then a blue, another green, and we finish with the two purples. Okay, we've done pretty well in terms of HP, and the rival team is KO'd. Now let's move on to fight number 3. This one, we're going to do it again in fight number 5, and we can approach it either with blues in the top row or greens in the top row. And in fight number 3, I will do with blues, fight number 5 with greens. If you want to use greens in the top row, just move forward to that and I will explain it. But I prefer blues for fight number 3 because we have double blue most of us if you don't have Gohan and Trunks. and it's much easier to tank damage like that. But if you have Gohan and Trunks, maybe Greens is a little bit better, but it's up to you. Now for blues, you're gonna have your double blues in the top. If you have Gohan and Trunks in your squad, what you're gonna do is you remove one of the blues, you're gonna keep only one in the top row, and you're gonna put Gohan and Trunks here and have double yellow in the bottom, and Gohan and Trunks will go in the middle with the green and Charlotte. If you do not have Gohan and Trunks, double blue in the top, you're gonna have Charlotte, your green. If it's Charlotte, take Charlotte, plus one of your yellows. You can put either the Pan if you got her at tier 3, it doesn't matter. You can even put Giblet, but I'm putting Giblet in the bottom because he has a super and I want to target it into a purple. But yeah, one yellow in the middle, one in the bottom, and that should be fine. And you keep red plus purple in the bench. For targeting, we're going to take out the blue Pan first, and then we're gonna go with the purple Piccolo, then we're gonna go with another blue, yellow, and we finish with the double red. Everything is looking good. Our blues didn't take any damage, which is nice, and we full KO'd. Now let's move on to fight number 4. We have 3 green enemies, so we're gonna put a purple in the top row. Unfortunately, we have only one purple. If you don't know, very quickly, if you have only one character in the top row, your enemy is gonna attack the top row like 70% of the time, and the remaining will go to the middle row, so your middle row a character can get attacked. But if you have double in the top row of the same color, they will only get attacked themselves, so your middle and bottom row will be safe. Anyway, we're gonna take only one purple and he will go to the top row. In the middle row, we're gonna have double yellow plus our green, Pan and Charlotte can get in there for their respective color if you own them. In the bottom, you're gonna have Charlotte plus one blue. If you have the Gohan and Trunks, you remove the blue and put Gohan and Trunks instead, and that should be fine for your positioning. In terms of targeting, we are going to take out one of the blues first, then a red, then a blue, and we finish with all 3 greens at the end. Our purple took some damage, but that's okay, and the rival team is KO'd. Now let's move on to the next fight, which is the same as fight number 3, but this time we're gonna change who to put in the top row. I have decided to go with greens in the top row in this fight instead of blues in the top row, which we did in fight number 3, because in fight number 6 we're gonna have blues in the top row again, and I don't want to go back-to-back fight with the same color if I can do something different, because some people might have weaker blues and they will struggle, or they have only one blue, and it's better to vary a little bit, especially because our green is very healthy. But if you still have 2 strong blues and you want to go with blues in the top row, go back to fight number 3 with timestamp, and you will have all the info on how to do it with targeting and positioning. Now it's going to be different for greens in the top row, and we're going to do one solo green. In the middle, we're going to have double blue. If you have the Gohan and Trunks, you remove one of the blues for Gohan and Trunks. Then we're going to have Charlotte, and then in the bottom, we're going to have 2 yellows, and you can have Pan if you got Pan instead of the Evo Vegeta, and you can have Charlotte instead of the green Vegeta in the top if you got him. For targeting, it's going to be different from blues in the top row, because one of the red will go first, then second is going to be a purple, then a red, then the yellow, and we finish with the double blue at the end. That's great, everyone is basically max HP and we full KO'd everyone. Let's go to fight number 6. We put our 2 blues in the top row here. Unless you have only one blue, you put your singular blue, and the Gohan and Trunks that you own will go to the bottom row next to the green Vegeta. In the middle, Charlotte and Giblet will be here, and you can have next to them a purple, unless you have the yellow Pan. If you got yellow Pan, you're gonna have double yellow plus the Charlotte. If you do not have yellow Pan, you're gonna have a purple instead. In the bottom, you're gonna have a green, and it can be Charlotte if you got Charlotte as your solo green. For targeting, the green enemy will be first, then the blue unit. After that, we're gonna go with the fusing Gogeta blue. We try to eliminate them before they fuse turn 3. After that, a purple, and we finish with the double red. Okay, so our blue unit took some damage, which is okay. We will heal it in a second, and we full KO'd the entire enemy team. Now let's move on to fight number 7. There is like 5 different ways to approach this fight because there is one enemy of each color, but I think yellows in the top row is the most optimal with the team that we built and the run that we had. Our yellows should be very healthy and everyone should have two of them. So put your two yellow in the top row, which will include yellow pan if you got yellow pan. In the middle, we're gonna have Charlotte and double blue, and our blues will heal a lot this fight, which is great because some of them took some damage. And in the bottom row, you can have a green unit. If your green unit is Chalet, you can use Chalet. If you have Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna use Gohan and Trunks instead of one of the blues. And if you have Pan, you're gonna use Pan instead of the second yellow that is not Giblet. For our targeting, we're going to go with the red first, since we have some yellows in the top row. Second is gonna be a blue, since our green will attack late. Then we're gonna go with the yellow, then a green, and we finish with the Charlotte, and after that the purple Goku. Looking good. Our yellow didn't take too much damage at all. Our blue healed, and this one is max HP too. We full KO'd everyone. Now let's move on to fight number 8. We get to fight number 8, and in here we're going to use our red unit. We didn't use the red the entire TRP run, and it was on purpose, so we can keep him healthy because he will be very important for the next 3 fight or so. Now we start with the top row, and you're gonna put your singular red, put him on a damage reduction because he will take a lot of damage, and we're gonna try to minimize that. In the middle we're gonna have double yellow plus your Charlotte, and in the bottom you're gonna have a green and a blue. You can have Gohan and Trunks instead of this blue unit if you own them. And if you don't own Gohan and Trunks, I would put the blue with the lowest HP in the bottom so he can heal. And for me it's this Vegeta, the other one is pretty much max HP. In terms of targeting, what you're going to do is a purple first, which is the 17. After that we're gonna go with the red, then we're gonna go with 2 greens and the tag unit will be fourth, and we finish with the 2 yellows. Okay, our red didn't take that much, which is nice. Our yellows are quite healthy and our blue is max HP, and we full KO'd everyone. Now let's move on to fight number 9. We can have either blues or reds in the top row, but because fight number 10 need red in the top row, I don't want to go 3 fights in a row with red. That's why we're going to go with blues and heal our red in here. We're gonna have our double blue in the top. If you have Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna remove one of them, and you're gonna put Gohan and Trunks in the bottom, just one blue in the top. In the middle you're gonna have Charlotte, your green plus Giblet, and in the bottom you're gonna have your red, unless you have yellow pan. If you got yellow pan, you're gonna use the yellow pan instead of your red unit in here so you can get the maximum boost. For the targeting, we're going to take out the green unit first, then we're gonna go with the red, and after the revival cell third, then yellows at the end. Okay, so our blues took some damage, red healed a little bit, and our rival team is full KO'd. Let's move on to fight number 10. We are going to go with 1 red in the top row because we have 4 yellow enemy. In the middle you're gonna have Charlotte and a green, and in the bottom you're gonna have Giblet. We're gonna have double blue here. But if you have the Gohan and Trunks, you're gonna use the Gohan and Trunks instead of this blue character in the bottom. And if you have Pan, you're gonna use Pan instead of this blue character in the middle. That's basically it. And between your blues, put the one that is lower HP in the bottom so he can heal, and the one higher HP in the middle. For targeting, what we are going to go with is a blue character first, because we're gonna have a red in the top row, then we're gonna go with a red. After that the Frieza, Bojack, then Goku. Goku will detransform turn 3, so we leave him a little bit late, and we finish with the EX at the end. Everything seems alright, my red is still healthy, we full KO'd everyone, and now let's move on to fight number 11. We have yellows in the top row, we're gonna need them back-to-back fights in the top row. It's gonna be super important because we're gonna target purple enemies at the end. So put both of your yellows in the top. In the middle you're gonna have Charlotte plus your green, so Charlotte if you got him, if not your tier 3 green. And then you're gonna have your blue unit if you do not own Gohan and Trunks. If you own Gohan and Trunks, put the blue unit instead put Gohan and Trunks instead of the blue unit. In the bottom row, you're gonna have your purple unit. For targeting, what we are going to do is the blue Majin Vegeta, the transforming one first, because he transformed. I'm gonna try to eliminate him quickly. Then we're gonna go with the green, followed by the yellow, and then we're gonna go with the tag unit, and finish with the two purples at the end. I don't have the result for fight number 11 yet because I'm recording Friday night and I don't have enough TP. I showed you how to target for it, and I'm doing this. I'm recording Friday night because my PC is acting up. It's rebooting every 2 seconds. I'm worried it's not going to be working by tomorrow. I'm going to take it to repair, and if I do that, I won't be able to upload the video on time, and that's why I'm gonna show you how to target fight number 12, but you won't be able to see my results, so I'm sorry about it. You're just gonna see how to target and position, and I will put my score in the comment section when I'm able to do it, so bear with me. Now let's get to the positioning for this fight. We're gonna have double yellow in the top row. There is key recovery here, so do not put anyone there. Then we're gonna have in the middle row Charlotte, a green plus the blue unit. You need a blue unit. Do not put Gohan and Trunks instead of that blue. And in the bottom, we're gonna put a red. Put Gohan and Trunks instead of this red unit if you own them. The Pan is gonna replace the second yellow, and Charlotte can replace the green. For the Pan, if she is below 60% HP, put her in the bottom row here, and keep only Giblet to the top on his own. In terms of targeting, we're gonna have the following. We are going to go with the red VB first, then the fusing Gogeta Blue, the yellow second, then the blue unit third. Both fusing units need to be eliminated before turn 3 so they don't transform. Fourth is the green, 5 and 6 is the two purple, and I would advise you to take the GB last because he has more star and it's better to Rising Rush him than the Gogeta 4, who is easier to kill in this instance. That's all for today's video. I apologize again for the last two fights. I couldn't show you my score, but better be safe and upload the video before my PC is not working. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. Let me know also your score. Have a good one and goodbye.